Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Parisa if you're new here, and in today's video it is all about 5 different flower types beginning with the letter F, part of the A to Z flower series. I've also made other flower facts videos, so check those out too if you like this video. Follow me on social media too. On Instagram I'm called Parisa Flowers, and on Depop I'm called Parisa Chloe. And without further ado, let's get started with this video. So the first flower I'm going to be discussing is called the foxglove. The foxglove has positive and negative connotations. In a positive sense it can mean to heal, and in a negative sense it can mean to hurt, and it also means insincerity in the language of flowers. The colours that it comes in is pink, purple, yellow, white, and it's marked with spots inside. So the blooming time for the foxglove is early summer. Some interesting facts about the foxglove is that they come in a range of species. They are perennials, but some are biennials, meaning they flower during the second year and die after seedling. And their height is between 45 to 150 centimetres, and they have alternating ovate leaves near the bottom of the stem. They are pendulous and bell-shaped in nature, and they can irritate your skin, so make sure that you wear gloves when you handle them. The medicinal use of foxgloves is that they are not used for self-medication because they're poisonous, but they do actually contain a chemical called digoxin, which is used for congestive heart failure. And digoxin can change your heart rate, it can increase your heart blood output, it can increase the strength of the heart muscle contractions. So how do you grow foxgloves? So you need to make sure that you water them regularly until they're established. Use soil that is either sand, chalky, or made of clay. And when should you plant the foxgloves? Well, you should do it in the autumn, but if they're large enough, or if not, in the spring. And you need to make sure that they have full shade, partial shade, or full sun. The food that you should give them is granular plant food every spring to encourage second flowers, and you should cut back stems after the seeds have shed. The second flower I'm going to be talking about is the floss flower, and I think this is my favourite flower in this video. I've never actually heard of a floss flower before, but it's so beautiful. So the meaning of it is long-lived, and it has a Greek meaning. The colours that it comes in is blue, purple, red, white and pink, and it blooms from midsummer to autumn. Some interesting facts about it is that it has fluffy round clusters. It is also called Ageratum houstonianum. It tolerates light shade, and it has good edgings and rock. It's good for edgings, and it looks nice in rock gardens. So the medicinal use of the floss flower is that it's not used for medicine. How do you grow it? So you should water twice weekly, ideally with sprinkler. You should use clay or well-drained soil. And when should you plant the floss flower? You should plant the seeds indoors 8 to 10 weeks before the last frost date, then plant outdoors. You should plant in full sun or partial shade. You should feed them food 2 to 3 weeks with a weak solution of general purpose fertiliser. Forget-me-nots are the next flower I'm going to be talking about, and I just think these are such pretty, dainty flowers that would look really nice complemented with some taller tulips. And the meaning of them is that they are a symbol of true love, memories and faithful love. The colours that they come in is blue, which is what most people probably know of. At least I've seen quite a lot of forget-me-nots in the UK that are blue, but I've never actually seen the pink and white versions as well. So they bloom from April to June. Some interesting facts about forget-me-nots is that they look good for gift decorations. They're easy to grow, and the stems and leaves are covered in tiny hairs. Forget-me-not flower is edible, and you can use them as a garnish, or you can use them to decorate desserts, and they look great in windowsills, and as I mentioned before, they complement taller tulips very well. So in medicine, forget-me-nots are actually used for nosebleeds, and they can help when you apply them externally or as a powder. They can help with lung problems. They're effective to heal severe eye conditions, and it's also an astringent. So how do you grow forget-me-nots? Well, it's not it's not too hard to grow them. You just need to make sure that the soil that you use is moist, that you water them less regularly in the winter than in the summer. Pinch off spent flowers to encourage new blooms. Make sure that the soil is well drained, and that you sow outdoors between May and September so that they will bloom the following year in April to June. Make sure that they are grown in a sunny or shady area. Planting forget-me-nots among other shade-loving plants like hosta can make a great display, and fertiliser is not required. The next flower I'm going to be talking about is freesia, and the meaning of this is friendship, innocence, trust, and which are the general meanings, but each colour has a certain meaning. So the colours that freesia comes in: white is a symbol of innocence and purity, and it's popular for weddings as it also symbolises trust between the couple. The multicoloured freesia has a friendship symbol. The pink freesia has a symbol of motherly love, and the red freesia has a symbol of passion, and the yellow one has a symbol of joy and friendship. In terms of blooming, if you're planting indoors or in a greenhouse, they will flower between January to April, if planted between August to December, and if you plant outdoors, they will only flower for that one season in July and August. Some interesting facts is that they're one of the most popular flowers in the world because of their fragrance, and in particular it is a springtime favourite. They're hard to grow in domestic gardens because of the delicate petals. They are subtropical and humid climates is where they grow best. Therefore, they are often used as cut flowers in a vase, and they should last about a week if you do that. They originate from South Africa, and they belong to the iris family, and there are 14 freesia species. Christian Eklund named the flower after his friend Frederick, I think that's how you pronounce it, who was also a botanist, and in numerology it signifies the number 9, representing selflessness. The medicinal use of freesia is to treat stomach acid conditions like Zollinger-Ellison disease, and it acts as a proton pump inhibitor in the stomach so that less acid is made. So how do you grow the freesia? Well, you should ensure that you use fertile, well-drained soil, that you're watering regularly, and plant in a sheltered or sunny area. And if you're planting outdoors, there are prepared corms which are heated to mimic the heat in the South African climate, and unprepared corms can be planted in August or September, only good in areas where there is no frost, and keep them in situ so that they bloom in spring the following year. If planting indoors, if you plant between August to December, you should see flowers from January to April, and when the first buds are seen, feed with high potassium fortnightly. Some interesting facts is that it has drooping bell-shaped flowers, and they are seen in subtropical areas from summer until autumn. There are more than 100 species in its genus of evergreen shrubs native to South and Central America. They are used as pendant flowers, and they are ornamental plants, and they are cultivated in most of the world. They are named in honour of Leonhard Fuchs, and who is a famous German botanist, and they look good as an informal hedge. So in medicine, the fuchsia are used as a diuretic. They are used as a febrifuge, and you can actually eat the flower and the fruit. How do you grow fuchsia? So you should water them regularly, and you should aim for 2 to 3 times a week. You should water the soil at the base, ensuring that the soil is moist rather than wet, and you can grow them in pots, or you can grow them in a greenhouse, and make sure that the soil that you're using is fertile, moist, well drained. You could use compost. When do you plant the fuchsia? You should plant them in early spring or summer, and make sure that they have partial or full sun, and you should give them high potash liquid food for longer blooms during the flowering period. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you would like to learn about other flower types, be sure to watch the other videos from the A to Z Flower Facts series, which are all ordered. Please comment, like and subscribe. I'd love to hear some feedback. Bye!